Beginnings are always challenging and exciting. I remember the start of my YDC. I was going to leave. It was just that beginning startup time and not knowing what you're entering into, but you're entering into yourself. And that's always exciting and challenging. If you don't examine your life, then it's not fully lived, because you're always just taking these little snapshots of yourself. And instead of getting a whole picture of yourself, like what you really have and what you don't, and do you want to get that? And do you want to make what you have work for you? Because you can go really limit and cripple yourself in many ways by just not taking that time to see who you are, to plan who you want to be. So it really is this part of the course at the beginning where you'll go through the whole thing. It's like learning a dance or learning to play an instrument or writing a book or sitting down and learning something new, how to work in the kitchen or how to build something in the shop. At the beginning, you don't really know. And you have to practice and find out how it works for you. So it's like we're on a path, but really it's like we've all picked up a sheet of music and we're learning this song about who we are. And then we practice that a bit. And sometimes we feel crowded, sometimes we feel lonely, and sometimes we feel put upon, and sometimes we feel angry. And all these things, and we have to learn how to deal with those things. It's like, that's the thing about having spiritual practice and having something laid out for you, like the system, because it's brought about by wisdom. And that's what we want to find out for ourselves, our own wisdom, what we contain, because we've got all these big questions to find out about love and loneliness and sex and competition, and we've got ethics and morals and how to be generous and how to be all of these things. Like, where do you find out about them? And how do you find out? And where do those seeds, where do they live in you? And how do they sprout and grow? Are you inspired by someone? And I can remember the first time I heard Swami Radha, and I was inspired. But I also remember the first time I heard myself speak something that would be wise and helpful to me. And you'll all hear that. And you'll look back at your notes and think, 10 years, 20 years. I knew it then. There was something in me, but I had to live it. And it's that living it that brings it to life. And what is life? Have you ever thought about that? Like, what is it? Is it just something that you trot along through and get it over with? You die at the end? Put up with all these things that happen to you? Or is it something that you can really benefit from and learn from and be of benefit to other people? And why do these things come to us, like accidents and sickness and depression or whatever? What is it? Is it that we need to come face to face with ourselves in some way? So the divine will bring all kinds of things into play. And the beauty of working together in a group is that you may not have to experience every single thing if you listen and learn from someone else. Then you have real intelligence. So we see people changing as they come to the ashram, and many of us who are residents here have been here, living here for many years, and have been coming for many years to do the work. So it's like we didn't just say, I'm going to learn this course, I'm going to be who I want to be. I've taken this life, and I'm going to be who I want to be. And this is going to help me. And everyone I meet is going to help me. It's going to help me figure out how to communicate, how to listen, how to work, how to think deeply, how to reach that place that your heart can open. And that the world then becomes bigger. But still, it's your world. It's your world, and what you do in it is going to change everything. And you see it. You see it happen. Things start to open up, little doorways, and turn the corner, and there's, a sunset or a sunrise instead of a cloud. So we're looking for the wisdom of how to lead this life, how to make our choices, how to make them, whether they're ethical or moral or spiritual or some way acting in the world, thinking in the world, thinking with our whole being and what we've got to offer. That makes it quite exciting. And what I know from being here for a long time and going through a lot of these YDCs with people is that everyone comes to a point in the course, because it doesn't matter whether you come for just a short time or this whole 3 months or stay longer even. You're going to come to a time when you realize what it is you have that's very, very precious. And you're going to realize that you have to make a choice. And then you realize that you have the tools to do it with. And that you have a unique way to enter your world. And then you see that each person in your course is also totally unique and totally there offering you something. So there was anticipation the first night. And we heard the build-up to coming. And that anticipation and that kind of looking, wondering what's around the next day, what's going to happen. And having this whole structure and routine so that you have, I still go back to my notes of my 1982 course. Because they're telling me something, and they're also reminding me how I went through it. Because everything is documented. Everything, every day. So you're getting a real treasure chest of experience, your own experience, and what you learn each day. And this will change how you lead your life after. You won't want to miss out on it. Shivaya.